Hello everyone, welcome back to Pilates with Yvonne. I am Yvonne and today we will share another Pilates flow together as we usually do. So you don't need any equipment for today's flow. You only need the mat and of course yourself. So just wear something comfy and whenever you're ready, you're just gonna come back to the mat and we're gonna get started from hands and knees. So I'm gonna ask you to just sit at the back of your mat. I'm going to start to just stretch the arms towards the front of the mat instead. So relax your forehead down, start to take a deep breath into the nostrils, just noticing how you feel. Breathing out through your mouth, release. One more, breathing in, connect to your body. And breathe out, maybe walk your hands a bit farther forward. Really feeling that stretch into the back. One more, inhale. One more breath out. Move your hands towards the right hand side of the mat and place your left hand on top of your right hand. So you can just reach for a diagonal right now. Relaxing the head, looking down. Relax the left sitting bone back and down to the floor. And then change and move to the left hand side. Just moving the right hand this time on top of the left one. Notice how this side feels compared to the previous one, everyone. Just check with your own body. Breathe out, release. Inhale, return the hands back to center. We're going to round the spine to come back to hands and knees. So readjust your hands under your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. And we're going to get started with few cat and cows. So breathing out round the back. And inhale, just arch and look forward. Breathing out through your pursed lips. I want you to feel that you're zipping in the belly towards the spine. And inhaling, you just let the chest drop and open. Exhaling round. Inhaling, big arch, chest forward, belly down. Twice more. Exhaling through your mouth. Inhaling through your nostrils, softening the elbows, rechecking with your shoulders. And last one, breathing out round and inhaling, arch. Start to free your spine, guys. Move in any direction, any movement that feels right for you. You can move around into circles, into figure of eight. You can move the hips here, back and forwards. You can sink the hips down and shine the chest up. So anything that really helps to loosen up the spine and free that back. Yeah, you free your back. You're going to take an inhale to come back to center, back to that hands and knees, tucking the toes. And exhaling, we stretch the legs back. So we can find an elephant, we can find a downward facing dog. Just pedaling through the feet, relaxing the head. Maybe say yes, maybe say no, maybe say maybe. And just really notice here, when you are stretching the back of these legs, and you can really press the heels as flat as possible. But squaring through the shoulders. Now we're going to take an inhale from here. We're going to start to lift the right leg a little bit off the ground. You can keep it low to begin with. And exhaling, we just move the right knee towards the sternum bone. Inhaling, we lengthen the right leg back up. Maybe a little bit more. Exhaling, knee to chest. Inhale, lengthen. Square the shoulders. Exhaling, round and shift forward. So there is really a pendulum motion here. While you're moving forward, your shoulders are moving towards the fingertips and the spine is rounding. So you really want to feel that you're starting from your core, from your powerhouse. And when you move back, you have the right toes that lead the movement to the back of the mat and then towards the ceiling. Twice more like this. Feel free to warm up through your hips and your legs. If you want, you can make the movement a little bit bigger now. And you're going to exhale on the next one to move the right knee towards your sternum bone. We take 8 pulses only with the knee. Forward and up. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Toes back, hips up. We pedal through the feet. Relax your head, taking in high. We move the toes down, the knees down. We come back to hands and knees to come to a high kneeling position. So then we can remove the pressure off the hands. We're going to take an inhale here through the nostrils, checking that you're not arching, but you're just scooping the belly in, moving the arms forward. We're going to start to hinge from the hips here, pressing through the shins, and exhaling, we come back to neutral. So inhaling on your hinge back, exhale forward, inhaling back, exhale forward. Really think about shoulders, hips, and knees in the same line. And I don't want you to kind of arch here, you see, into the lower back now. But I don't even want you to sit down and then lift. You want to try to keep exactly the same position you are just when you are in neutral. 4 more here. Exhaling forward, and you can hinge back as much or as little as you like. So depending on how you feel today, it's a great way to wake up the legs. 1 more, inhaling, still maintaining your core. Exhale, center. Now hinge from your hips forward this time, guys. So you have a flat back instead. I'm going to start to move the arms to a T shape. Inhale down. Exhale, T-shape, inhale down. So kind of our bird's arms. Every time you exhale, those arms widen and the shoulder blades squeeze in. Breathing out. For 4. Neck ideally is always in the same line of your spine, yeah? And your fingertips are energized. So you want to project through the fingertips. Like if you're starting the movement from your shoulders, but then it carries on into your elbows, wrists, and hands. 1 more. Exhaling. Inhaling. We take these arms, we open them, and I want you to start to spiral. You're going to spiral the thumbs down and back. So think about elbows and shoulders internally rotating. And then we just spiral with the thumbs up and we external rotate from the shoulders. So thumbs down and back. Inhale, thumbs all the way up. Exhale. But this doesn't compromise my spine, yeah? So I am not arching. I'm still super flat. And we have 6. Breathing out, spiral. Inhale for 5. Exhale, spiral. Inhale for 4. Breathing out. 3 more. Exhale. Last 2. Breathing out. Last 1. Finish with your arms again facing down because we take 8 circles to the back. 7. Really feeling the upper back. 6. Breathing at 5. Breathing at 4. 3. 2. Reverse. Other way. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Hands down, breath in. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, exhale. Second side, pedal through your feet, relax your head, say yes, say no. Relax through the ankle joints and we go into our left side, yeah? So left leg is going to move up, breathing in, starting small, exhaling, knee to chest. Inhaling, left leg goes a little higher, exhale, shifting forward and down. And I'm really thinking about rounding the spine when the knee comes towards the chest. Like if I want to make space for that left knee. So if I round my spine, the left knee can come really towards my sternum bone and in between the shoulders. And we have 5 more. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, 3. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, 2. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last one. Inhale, ready for pulses. Exhale, left knee to the chest and back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Only that left leg moves. 3. Exhale, 2. Exhale, 1. Beautiful. Toes back, hips up. Release the feet, knees down. Wonderful. Come to your seated position and lengthen your legs through, everyone. Take an inhale through the nostrils. Move your spine round back and find your feet on the floor, arms lengthening by the side of your body. Take an inhale through the nostrils. Exhale, lift your left leg and right leg in tabletop position and interlace your hands behind the back of your head. Exhale, curl your torso up here. Inhaling, lower the head down. So exhale, up, curl. Inhale, lower. So we try to think about the ribs moving down towards the hips every time we up curl without moving from the chin here, yeah? So you want to feel that your spine and your neck are in the same line. Give me 4 more. Exhaling. Inhale down. Breathe out. 3. Inhale down. Exhale. 2. Inhale down. On the next one, stay with your torso curled up if you can and tap your right toes down. And tap your left, tap your right, left, right. We try to tap as far as we can towards the front edge for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now move your knees in, flex your feet and turn out from your hips. Exhaling, extend your legs to a diagonal. Inhale, back in. Exhale like if you want to push away, breathing in, reverse it in. And I try to keep my turn out always from the hips so that I want to really feel the inside of the thighs, the inside of the calf, kind of touching and squeezing when the legs move forward. Now remember, your lower back is not arching, yeah? So a hand cannot pass under your lower back. 4 more. If this feels too much, everyone, we're going to just move into a single leg stretch. So I don't do 2 legs at the same time, only 1 leg, and then I come back. Give me last 2. In. Last 1. In. Can you move your knees back to tabletop? Point the toes. And can you give me 8 pulses? 7 is the end. 6. Breathe out. 5. Breathe out. 4. Breathe out. 3. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 1. Beautiful. Feet down, head down, arms to a T shape. Well done. Move your knees towards the right side and look towards the left hand. Inhale. Exhale back to center. Inhale, swap. Do the other side. Exhale, reverse it. Twice more. Inhale, drop. Relax your head. Exhale back to the middle. Last one, breathing in. Exhale, center. Squeeze your knees towards your chest, everyone. And give me a little rock side to side here. Take an inhale through the nostrils. Exhale, we start to move the hands at the back of the thighs and we curl up using the momentum of our legs. We then come back to seated from here and we just start to move here the knees towards the side of the mat, kind of relaxing through the hips if we can. Now I'm going to turn towards you so we can just face each other, because from here I'm going to ask you to move here. The left knee is going to bend and the right leg is going to move back. So we have a 90 degrees angle where your left knee and your right knee are in the same line. Now, you always can use the hands to support yourself, your left hand on the floor, or you can always reach your arms forward and have a lovely long spine with the crown of the head up. And we try to stay as still as possible through the spine. So we're going to start to free this right leg. So we're going to get started, first of all, shifting a little bit on the left hand side and then lengthening the right leg straight ahead, flex the foot. We do the same. We shift slightly the weight on the left. We try to move this right leg off the floor so then this right leg can just bend and move back to that starting position. So we shift, we kick and lengthen, we shift, we lift and move back. Yeah, so really good to strengthen those hips here, really working from your hips flexor and start to just feel that you can kind of move a little bit less, almost like if you want to grow taller through your spine, but your right leg doesn't affect your spine moving. So you kind of want to use your core and your shoulders are tracked on top of your hips without moving completely to the side and then back, yeah? Give me 2 more. We exhale when we lift. Inhale, extend. 1 more. Inhale, beautiful. Finish forward and take this left foot inside your right thigh. So from here we can square the hips and move towards our long leg. Inhale, relax your head down, relax your shoulders, stay into your stretch. Exhale, let go. Inhale, stay. See if you can go any closer to your long leg. Exhale, articulate your back, and we just change the side. So we're going to bend the right leg instead. So the right knee is in front of you, and it's your left leg moving to the side because it's your left leg working. Move your arms forward or keep your right hand on the floor and your left hand on the hip if it feels too much. We're going to keep the spine as long as possible. We're going to just tilt slightly to the right. So this left leg has the space to lift off the ground and circle straight ahead. Inhale. Exhale, lift, bend the knee and return back. So as you can see, I'm starting the movement, just moving a little bit to the right, coming back to center, and then I re-move to the right to come back into the starting position. But the more I try to extend that leg, the more I gradually try to keep everything still so that my body doesn't rock, doesn't tilt too much on that right side anymore. Exhaling while you lift up and you bend that left leg back. Inhale when you lift and you kick that left leg to me. Exhale for 4 only, guys. Inhaling kick. Exhale, circle around on the Y. Inhale, kick. 2 more, and the spine never rounds, at least we try not to. Inhaling. 1 more. Beautiful. Inhale, stretch. Move your right foot inside the left thigh, square your hips, and move towards your long leg. Very good job, everyone. Take an inhale. Very good exercise to mobilize and strengthen your hips here, yeah? Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through your mouth, relax your head. 1 more breath in to maybe go a little closer to the front leg. And exhale to come back to seated and articulate your spine back up. Move to a cross-legged position, take an inhale to lengthen the arms up. Interlace your hands, press the hands up and away. Exhale, side stretch over the right hand side of the mat. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. 1 more, breathing in. 1 more, breathing out. Come back to the middle line. Relax your arms down and take a shoulder roll up, back and down a couple of times to make sure you're releasing through your neck and you're coming back to a neutral spine. Take an inhale to finish the class through the nose. Lift the shoulders. Exhale, rest your hands on the knees and drop your shoulders down. And thank you so much, everyone. Again, once more, it was a quick one. So thank you for just giving me the time to practice with me this quick Pilates session. If you haven't yet, don't forget to like this video, but super important, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. I usually try to provide you with one Pilates flow every week. So I'll see you here in a week time, same channel, same time. Have a lovely day.